Chassidic Parashat of Hasidic interpretation of /sh Locke Hasidic thought, rooted in the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov and further developed by subsequent leaders, emphasizes the inner dimensions of Jewish practice and belief. The Hasidic interpretation of /sh Locke offers a unique lens through which to view the narrative of the spies sent to scout the land of Canaan. In this parasha, Moses sends 12 spies to assess the land promised to the Israelites. The subsequent report of the spies, which leads to a crisis of faith among the people, serves as a focal point for Hasidic analysis. Hasidic teachings often highlight the spiritual implications of the spies' actions, suggesting that their failure was not merely a matter of misjudgment, but a deeper reflection of their spiritual state. The Hasidic perspective posits that the spies' lack of faith stemmed from a disconnection from their divine purpose. This interpretation encourages a deeper understanding of faith as an active, dynamic force that requires constant nurturing and engagement. The Hasidic masters teach that faith is not simply a belief in GD, but an ongoing relationship that demands trust and commitment, especially in the face of adversity. Themes of faith, leadership, and community faith. The theme of faith is central to the narrative of /sh Locke. The spies' report reveals a profound crisis of faith among the Israelites, who are swayed by fear and doubt. Hasidic thought emphasizes that faith is not merely an abstract concept, but a lived experience that shapes one's actions and decisions. The Hasidic interpretation suggests that true faith involves recognizing the divine presence in every aspect of life, including challenges and uncertainties. This perspective encourages individuals to cultivate a sense of trust in GD, even when faced with daunting obstacles. The failure of the spies serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of succumbing to fear and doubt, urging contemporary readers to strengthen their faith in the face of adversity. Leadership is another critical theme in /sh Locke. The role of Moses as a leader is juxtaposed with the actions of the spies, highlighting the qualities that define effective leadership. Hasidic teachings often emphasize the importance of humility, compassion, and a deep connection to the community as essential traits of a true leader. Moses exemplifies these qualities, serving as an intermediary between GD and the people. In contrast, the spies' failure to inspire confidence and hope reflects a lack of true leadership. Hasidic thought encourages leaders to cultivate a sense of responsibility for their community, fostering an environment of trust and support. This understanding of leadership has significant implications for contemporary Jewish communities, where the qualities of empathy and connection are essential for effective communal leadership. Community. The theme of community is intricately woven into the narrative of /sh Locke. The collective response of the Israelites to the spies' report underscores the importance of communal faith and resilience. Hasidic teachings emphasize that the strength of a community lies in its ability to support one another, particularly during times of crisis. The Hasidic perspective encourages individuals to view themselves as integral parts of a larger whole, fostering a sense of belonging and responsibility. This understanding of community is particularly relevant in contemporary Jewish life, where the challenges of modernity can lead to fragmentation and isolation. By emphasizing the importance of communal support and collective faith, Hasidic thought offers valuable insights for building resilient and cohesive Jewish communities. Implications for contemporary Jewish thought faith in the modern world. In today's rapidly changing world, the challenge of maintaining faith can be daunting. The Hasidic interpretation of /sh Locke serves as a reminder that faith is not a static belief, but a dynamic relationship that requires ongoing engagement. This perspective encourages individuals to seek out opportunities for spiritual growth and connection, fostering a sense of resilience in the face of adversity. Leadership in Jewish communities. The qualities of effective leadership highlighted in the Hasidic interpretation of /sh Locke are particularly relevant for contemporary Jewish leaders. In a time when communities face numerous challenges, the emphasis on humility, compassion, and connection can guide leaders in fostering environments of trust and support. By embodying these qualities, leaders can inspire their communities to navigate challenges with faith and resilience. Building stronger communities, the Hasidic perspective on community underscores the importance of collective faith and support. In an age where individualism often prevails, the teachings derived from Shlach H. Locke encourage a return to communal values. By fostering a sense of belonging and responsibility, Jewish communities can strengthen their bonds and navigate the complexities of modern life together. Conclusion: the Hasidic interpretation of Parashat Shlach H. Locke offers profound insights into the themes of faith, leadership, and community. By examining these themes through a Hasidic lens, we gain a deeper understanding of their implications for contemporary Jewish thought and practice. The teachings derived from this parasha encourage individuals and communities to cultivate a robust sense of faith, embody effective leadership qualities, and foster strong communal bonds. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, the lessons of Shlach H. Locke remain relevant, guiding us toward a more resilient and connected Jewish identity. Introduction to Hasidic thought and its relevance to the interpretation of biblical texts. Faith and doubt. The tension between faith and doubt is a central theme in the narrative of the spies. The contrasting perspectives of the 10 spies, who instill fear among the Israelites, and Joshua and Caleb, who advocate for trust in GD, provide a rich ground for exploration. Hasidic thought often emphasizes the transformative power of faith, suggesting that true belief can lead to spiritual elevation and communal strength. This section will delve into how Hasidic interpretations illuminate the complexities of faith in the face of adversity. Leadership, as depicted in the narrative, is multifaceted and fraught with challenges. The role of the spies as leaders is called into question, particularly in light of their failure to inspire confidence in the people. Hasidic teachings often highlight the qualities of effective leadership, such as humility, vision, and the ability to connect with the community. This section will analyze how Hasidic thought redefines leadership in the context of the spies' narrative and its implications for contemporary Jewish leaders. Community. The concept of community is integral to the narrative of Parashat Shlach H. Locke. The collective response of the Israelites to the spies' report reveals the dynamics of fear and solidarity within the community. Hasidic thought places a strong emphasis on the importance of community in spiritual practice and personal growth. This section will explore how Hasidic interpretations of the text can inform contemporary understandings of community and collective identity within Jewish life. Key themes identified in the text: the role of the spies is a central theme in both traditional and Hasidic interpretations. Traditional scholarship often portrays the spies as agents of doubt, whose negative report leads to a crisis of faith among the Israelites. In contrast, Hasidic interpretations view the spies as symbols of the internal struggle between faith and fear. This duality reflects the broader human experience of grappling with uncertainty and the quest for spiritual clarity. The concept of faith emerges as a critical theme in the literature, with varying interpretations across different schools of thought. Traditional interpretations emphasize faith as a moral imperative, urging individuals to trust in God's promises. Hasidic thought, however, expands this definition to include a more dynamic understanding of faith as an active living force that can inspire and uplift communities. This perspective aligns with the Hasidic emphasis on joy and connection, suggesting that faith is not merely a personal conviction, but a communal experience that fosters resilience and hope. Leadership and community. The themes of leadership and community are intricately linked in the literature. Traditional interpretations often focus on the qualities of effective leaders, highlighting the importance of moral integrity and divine guidance. Hasidic thought, however, emphasizes the relational aspect of leadership, suggesting that true leaders cultivate a sense of belonging and shared purpose within their communities. This understanding of leadership as a communal endeavor resonates with contemporary discussions about the role of leaders in fostering inclusive and supportive environments. Key findings from Hasidic interpretations: the role of faith in leadership one of the most significant findings from the Hasidic interpretations of Parashat Sh is the emphasis on faith as a cornerstone of effective leadership. Hasidic thought posits that true leaders must embody unwavering faith, not only in God but also in the potential of their community. This perspective diverges from traditional interpretations that often focus on the practical aspects of leadership, such as decision-making and strategic planning. Instead, Hasidic leaders are portrayed as spiritual guides who inspire their followers through their deep connection to faith. The narrative of the spies serves as a critical lens through which this theme is explored. The spies' failure to trust in GDS' promise of the land is interpreted as a failure of leadership. Hasidic texts highlight that leaders must cultivate a vision rooted in faith, enabling them to guide their communities through challenges. This interpretation suggests that contemporary Jewish leaders are called to foster an environment where faith can flourish, thereby enhancing communal resilience. Community as a reflection of divine will. Another key finding is the Hasidic view of community as a reflection of divine will. In this interpretation, the community is not merely a social construct, but a sacred entity that embodies the collective aspirations and spiritual journeys of its members. Hasidic teachings emphasize that the strength of a community lies in its unity and shared faith. This perspective challenges the individualistic tendencies often found in modern society, advocating instead for a communal approach to spirituality and practice. The Hasidic interpretation of the spies' mission underscores the importance of collective responsibility. The spies' negative report not only affected their fate, but also had repercussions for the entire community. This interconnectedness is a central theme in Hasidic thought, suggesting that the actions of individuals can significantly impact the communal whole. Contemporary Jewish practice, therefore, is encouraged to prioritize communal engagement and collective spiritual growth, fostering a sense of belonging and shared purpose. The tension between faith and doubt. Hasidic interpretations also delve into the tension between faith and doubt, a theme that resonates deeply within the narrative of Parashat Shlach. The spies' doubts and fears are portrayed not merely as personal failings, but as a reflection of a broader struggle within the community. This duality is essential for understanding the human experience and the complexities of faith. Hasidic thought suggests that doubt can serve as a catalyst for deeper faith. Rather than viewing doubt as a weakness, it is seen as an opportunity for growth and introspection. This perspective encourages individuals to confront their uncertainties and engage with their faith more profoundly. In contemporary Jewish practice, this interpretation invites a more nuanced understanding of faith, one that acknowledges the presence of doubt while simultaneously fostering a commitment to spiritual exploration. Reshaping understanding of leadership and community as a living entity, the Hasidic view of community as a living entity challenges conventional notions of community as a mere collection of individuals. Instead, it emphasizes the dynamic interplay between members, where each individual contributes to the collective spiritual fabric. This perspective encourages a more engaged and participatory approach to communal life, where every member is seen as integral to the community's spiritual health. In practical terms, this interpretation calls for initiatives that promote communal engagement, such as collaborative learning, shared rituals, and collective decision-making. By fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility among community members, contemporary Jewish practice can cultivate a vibrant and resilient community that reflects the divine will. Emphasizing community engagement, the Hasidic understanding of community as a reflection of divine will calls for a renewed emphasis on community engagement in contemporary Jewish practice. This can involve creating spaces for dialogue, collaboration, and shared experiences that strengthen communal bonds. Initiatives such as community service projects, intergenerational learning programs, and collective celebrations of Jewish holidays can foster a sense of belonging and shared purpose. Moreover, encouraging active participation in communal decision-making processes can empower members and enhance their connection to the community. By prioritizing engagement, Jewish communities can create a more inclusive and supportive environment that reflects the values of Hasidic thought. Navigating doubt and faith, the exploration of the tension between faith and doubt in Hasidic interpretations offers valuable insights for contemporary Jewish practice. Recognizing that doubt is a natural part of the spiritual journey can help individuals feel more comfortable expressing their uncertainties and seeking support within their communities. This can lead to more open discussions about faith, spirituality, and personal struggles, fostering a culture of acceptance and understanding. Programs that encourage exploration of faith, such as study groups, workshops, and retreats, can provide individuals with the tools to navigate their doubts while deepening their spiritual connections. By embracing the complexities of faith, contemporary Jewish practice can cultivate a more authentic and resilient spiritual community. In conclusion, the findings from the Hasidic interpretations of Parashat Shlachis Echlok offer profound insights into the themes of leadership, community, and the interplay between faith and doubt. By emphasizing the importance of faith in leadership, viewing community as a living entity, and acknowledging the complexities of doubt, these interpretations reshape our understanding of contemporary Jewish practice. The implications of these findings are far-reaching, calling for a renewed focus on spiritual development, community engagement, and the navigation of faith and doubt. As Jewish communities continue to evolve in the modern world, the teachings derived from Hasidic thought provide a valuable framework for fostering resilience, unity, and spiritual growth. Through these insights, contemporary Jewish practice can cultivate a vibrant and meaningful communal life that reflects the divine will and nurtures the spiritual journeys of its members. Implications of Hasidic interpretations for modern Jewish identity. The Hasidic approach to Parashat Shlachis Echlok emphasizes the transformative power of faith and the communal aspects of Jewish life. In a world increasingly characterized by individualism and fragmentation, the Hasidic interpretations serve as a reminder of the importance of collective identity and shared values. The narrative of the spies, who were sent to scout the land of Canaan, highlights the consequences of doubt and the necessity of faith in leadership. The Hasidic perspective encourages modern Jews to cultivate a sense of belonging and responsibility within their communities, fostering a collective identity that transcends individual concerns. Moreover, the Hasidic emphasis on the inner dimensions of faith invites contemporary Jews to engage with their spiritual lives more deeply. This engagement is particularly relevant in an era where many grapple with questions of belief and belonging. The Hasidic teachings suggest that faith is not merely a static belief system, but a dynamic process that requires ongoing reflection and commitment. This understanding can empower individuals to navigate their spiritual journeys while remaining connected to their communities. The tension between faith and doubt, the narrative of Parashat Echlok, presents a complex interplay between faith and doubt, particularly through the actions of the spies. Their report, which instilled fear and uncertainty among the Israelites, serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of succumbing to doubt. Hasidic interpretations of this tension highlight the necessity of confronting doubt as an integral part of the faith journey. Rather than viewing doubt as a failure of faith, Hasidic thought encourages individuals to embrace it as an opportunity for growth and deeper understanding. This perspective is particularly relevant in contemporary Jewish communities, where individuals often face crises of faith due to external pressures and internal struggles. The Hasidic approach suggests that doubt can lead to a more profound and resilient faith, one that is not easily shaken by challenges. By acknowledging and addressing doubts, individuals can cultivate a more authentic and meaningful relationship with their beliefs. Furthermore, the Hasidic emphasis on the communal aspect of faith underscores the importance of support systems in navigating doubt. In a time when many feel isolated in their struggles, the teachings of Chassidism advocate for communal engagement as a means of fostering resilience. This communal support can provide individuals with the strength to confront their doubts and reaffirm their commitments to their faith and community. Resonance with contemporary issues in Jewish communities, the themes of faith, leadership, and community, as articulated in Hasidic interpretations of Parashat Chassidic, resonate deeply with contemporary issues facing Jewish communities. In an age marked by social and political upheaval, the call for strong, faith-driven leadership is more pertinent than ever. Hasidic teachings encourage leaders to embody faith and integrity, serving as role models for their communities. This expectation challenges contemporary leaders to navigate complex moral landscapes while remaining grounded in their values. Moreover, the emphasis on community in Hasidic thought speaks to the growing need for connection in an increasingly fragmented society. As Jewish communities grapple with issues such as assimilation, interfaith relationships, and generational divides, the Hasidic focus on collective identity and shared purpose offers a framework for fostering unity. By prioritizing communal engagement and collaboration, Jewish communities can address contemporary challenges while reinforcing their identities. Additionally, the Hasidic interpretation of the spy's narrative serves as a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and discernment in leadership. The spy's failure to inspire confidence among the Israelites illustrates the consequences of poor leadership. In today's context, this lesson is particularly relevant as Jewish communities navigate complex social and political landscapes. Leaders are called to inspire faith and hope, guiding their communities through uncertainty with wisdom and compassion. Summary of main findings: the exploration of the Hasidic interpretation of Parashat Chassidic has yielded significant insights into the themes of faith, leadership, and community. This chapter synthesizes the key findings from the previous analyses, emphasizing their implications for contemporary Jewish thought and practice. The Hasidic perspective offers a nuanced understanding of the biblical narrative, particularly in how it addresses the complexities of human experience, the nature of divine trust, and the dynamics of communal relationships. Faith and doubt: one of the most profound themes emerging from the Hasidic interpretation is the tension between faith and doubt. The narrative of the spies who were sent to scout the Promised Land serves as a microcosm of this struggle. The Hasidic texts illuminate how doubt can lead to a crisis of faith, not only for individuals but also for the community as a whole. This interpretation resonates deeply with contemporary Jewish communities, where questions of faith often arise in the face of modern challenges. The Hasidic approach encourages a re-examination of doubt as a potential catalyst for deeper faith, suggesting that grappling with uncertainty can lead to a more robust spiritual identity. Leadership and responsibility: the role of leadership is another critical theme explored in the Hasidic interpretation of Parashat Chassidic. The narrative highlights the responsibilities of leaders in guiding their communities through moments of crisis. Hasidic thought emphasizes that true leadership is not merely about authority, but involves a profound sense of responsibility towards the community. This perspective challenges contemporary leaders to embody qualities of empathy, humility, and moral integrity. The findings suggest that effective leadership in modern Jewish contexts requires a balance between vision and the ability to listen to the voices of the community. Community dynamics: the Hasidic interpretation also sheds light on the dynamics of community, particularly in how collective identity is shaped by shared experiences of faith and doubt. The narrative of the spies illustrates the impact of individual actions on the community's fate. The Hasidic texts encourage a view of community as a living organism, where each member's faith and actions contribute to the whole. This understanding is particularly relevant in contemporary Jewish life, where communal bonds are often tested by external pressures and internal divisions. The findings advocate for a renewed commitment to fostering community resilience through shared values and collective responsibility. Contributions of Hasidic thought: the contributions of Hasidic thought to contemporary Jewish scholarship are manifold. By reinterpreting traditional texts through a lens that emphasizes emotional and spiritual dimensions, Hasidic interpretations provide a rich framework for understanding the complexities of Jewish identity today. This chapter reflects on how these contributions can inform both academic discourse and practical applications within Jewish communities. Emotional and spiritual dimensions. Hasidic thought places a strong emphasis on the emotional and spiritual dimensions of religious experience. This focus enriches the understanding of biblical narratives, allowing for a more holistic interpretation that resonates with the lived experiences of individuals. The findings suggest that contemporary Jewish scholarship can benefit from integrating these dimensions into its analyses, thereby fostering a more inclusive and relatable approach to Jewish texts. Relevance to modern challenges. The insights gained from the Hasidic interpretation of Parashat/sh are particularly relevant in addressing modern challenges faced by Jewish communities. Issues such as intergenerational conflict, assimilation, and the search for meaning in a rapidly changing world can be better understood through the lens of Hasidic thought. The emphasis on community, faith, and the transformative power of doubt offers valuable tools for navigating these complexities. Interdisciplinary approaches. The findings also highlight the potential for interdisciplinary approaches in the study of Hasidic texts. By engaging with fields such as psychology, sociology, and cultural studies, scholars can deepen their understanding of the implications of Hasidic thought for contemporary Jewish identity. This interdisciplinary engagement can foster a richer dialogue between traditional scholarship and modern academic inquiry.